Hello and welcome everybody, and thank you for joining me again. My name is Wilkie and today I'm back with probably my last Blader slash Musa guide for a while. And today's topic is gonna be Chase. I know this is kind of a bit late, but with all of the recent changes and some ninja change I haven't really spotted in any of the patch notes once again, I'd like to make a video to clear up a lot of things. Now, first things first, right now I only have Chase 1 and Ultimate Chase. Ultimate Chase is a no-brainer. So I don't really see the reason not to take it, because it allows you to cancel a lot more skills, which is gonna help you on your journey quite a bit. So definitely always take Ultimate Chase. The question now is, do you want Chase 1 or Chase 2? Now, for the time being, right? I'm just gonna this is the normal speed at which you can go now. It's definitely faster than it used to be. They did increase the base speed. But if you want to go faster, and the reason why a lot of people favored Chase 1 in the past was that if you got roundhouse kick, and all you basically had to do then is do your normal chase and press F with that. And you can see I'm actually going a bit faster, but in the same manner at the bottom, the stamina bar depletes a lot faster. This is due to the change they did. They basically gave us super armor every time it's on cooldown, but for that they increased, or basically implemented, a stamina cost on our chase. So every time we do chase, we lose 50 stamina, which 50 stamina isn't too bad, but every time we use a kick, we're gonna consume 200 stamina, and this is the reason why this burns the stamina so pretty damn quickly. And to be honest, I don't think kick cancel is viable anymore, because there's a better alternative. However, this alternative requires you to have Chase 2. And this alternative would be the auto attack cancel. And now there's two ways to do it. For the showcase, I'm gonna start showing the, I guess, wrong way. And why it's wrong, I'm gonna go explain that once we go to the second part. And what an auto attack cancel would look like is basically you dash and then you press left click. Now, since I don't have Chase 2, this is not gonna work. This is gonna confuse a lot of people and caused a lot of confusion in the past, that for the roundhouse kick cancel you need Chase 1, and for the auto attack cancel you need Chase 2, which is, I'm not entirely sure why this is the case, but it is just the way it is. So if you want to use auto attack cancel, you have to get Chase 2. And we're gonna go there in a second, but the second part is basically the rumor that Chase 2 increases the distance you can travel. And for this, I picked this fence. This should be a relatively good unit to measure with all these pillars. And we're gonna just do a forward chase and see the distance. So I covered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm between the 5th and the 6th pillar, log, whatever you want to call it, of this fence. And I'm gonna do it again. Align myself to the first one, align my crosshair there, and yeah, this is pretty centered, so this is probably where it's gonna end. Alright, so we're just gonna do one last, turn around. Yep, this seems to be the distance we can cover with a forward chase. Now we're gonna do a backwards one. This is naturally covering a lot more distance, because that's just how they work. And backwards chase always covered more distance, so we're pretty much covering, yeah, this is how far the forward one went, and the backwards one went around here. Right. So we're gonna take, where is it? Chase 2. So we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna align ourselves around about here, and we're gonna do a forward chase. Alright. I think this is pretty clear already, but we're gonna do a couple more tests to make sure I'm not screwing anything up. So if you remember, the first distance checks I did with Chase 1 is we kinda ended up here, and now we're ending up here. So this is, I'd say, a distance increase by roughly 15-ish%. So it's not a whole lot, but it is definitely something. So this is the first reason why I would take it. And the second reason is I want to show you the cancel in a bit, but we're gonna do the backwards one to see if that covers a bit more distance. It seems like it. It seems it covers a bit more distance. However, maybe that's just my angle, but definitely the forward one is definitely further than Chase 1. So this is the first reason you want to take Chase 2 over Chase 1. The second reason is, I talked about the auto attack cancel, right? And now, as you can see, I do this spasm or kind of animation. This kind of similar to what you saw when using the kick cancel. And like I said, this only works if you have Chase 2. This doesn't work if you have Chase 1. So if you want to use this auto attack cancel, you have to get Chase 2. And now this is a decent bit faster, plus it doesn't consume any more resources than the other chase cancel. Like the kick cancel consumes a lot more stamina. This one uses exactly the same amount of resources. The only issue is, if you use the cancel with right click and by pressing left click, it doesn't really pop up, but let me just take Gale. And if I'm gonna cancel, what's gonna happen is, you can see this skill going in cooldown, because that's the exact same input for Gale. So the reason to circumvent that is to go to the options, go to input, and scroll down almost to the bottom, and look for the assigned key WW. And I assigned it to one of my extra mouse buttons. If you have a mouse that has at least one extra button that's comfortable to use, I'd definitely recommend using that one to get this assigned key on it. Now, what WW does is basically, you can see it on the keyboard on the right. If I tap it, this is what's gonna happen. So we're gonna do a chase. And what this will allow us is, right now I binded it to my extra mouse button, so you will not see anything on the keyboard. You don't even have to press forward anymore. And now I can freely cancel auto attacks just by tapping mouse button and holding my extra mouse button. This will make your life a lot easier, and it definitely is faster. Now the second reason you want to take the WW over the chase is linked to these two skills, which are called the stop arrow. Now I know a lot of these skills are not commonly used, or a lot of people don't use them very often, and I'm not entirely sure, but I think those are most of the skills you can cancel. The problem with that is that canceling stop arrow, especially if you have the double shot, would require you to press right mouse button again. And as you can see, if I try to do that, it'll just trigger the second shot as well. So this is not a way to cancel, but if you use that extra mouse button, you can see I can cancel at any given time, allowing you to cancel not only stop arrow, but also double shot. So if you want to go, for example, cancel this one, this will make your life a lot easier if you land a stiff with one of these shots and you want to close in the distance. Using this WW method is a lot better, because if you try to chase after them too fast by pressing right mouse button, you can see that this is going to completely destroy your combo. So definitely use the WW sign in order to avoid this clutter and basically your screw up in your combo. So if you want to cancel chase, or use chase to cancel any of the stub arrows, definitely use the WW command, and for that you do need chase 2 and ultimate chase. I think these are all the cancels. I might be forgetting some, but I think this one's pretty obvious. And yeah, like I said, the secondary effect is you're not going to waste your Gale cooldown. Now, the only thing which I said initially about the ninja patch is that in some patch, I think like a month ago, they reduced the willpower on Chase 2 to 7 to 15. So Chase 2 required 2 willpower less than Chase 1, but for some reason they did revert that, and it's not only a typo. If you check the bottom, it consumes 17 again. I'm not entirely sure why. I haven't seen it in the patch notes. Maybe I've missed it in one of these patches. I'm not entirely sure. Still, I think the advantages from Chase 2 outweigh Chase 1, especially that not so good anymore roundhouse kick cancel. So I definitely recommend getting Chase 2, getting used to the WW instead of the right click, and it'll make your life a lot easier. Anyways, this was pretty much all I can give you about Chase and the various cancels you can do. You can also divider cancel, but this is gonna drain your willpower even more. So for a consistent cancel, I'd say go for Chase 2. Go for the auto attack cancel, rebind one of these keys on your mouse if you have any. If you don't have any, this is gonna be a bit tedious, because you can use WW, but this is not gonna be fun, I can tell you that right away. So I assume for people that don't have any extra keys, either use a key on your keyboard, or you have to bite the bullet and use the normal right click to chase cancel, or if you're not really that interested, you don't even have to chase cancel at all. Anyways, this is, like I said, pretty much all, and hopefully this would clear up a lot of the confusion lurking around with the chases. Anyways, this is pretty much all I can tell you, and yeah, hopefully see you guys the next time.